Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Empowered Gems Tarot. My name is Melissa. This channel used to be called Tarot by Melissa, so if you're looking for me under that name, you are in the right place. Today's reading is going to be looking into how your person feels about you, blunt AF, and getting right into the disclaimers behind this video. The reason that I title this reading Blunt AF is because my goal and intention is to provide you guys with the honest, kind of grounded truth of what I'm seeing in the energies. I know that these types of readings can be like highly addictive and really entertaining, and I just want to make sure that for any of my viewers out there that I'm not sugarcoating messages or trying to like make messages sound more positive than they actually are. Because I don't want you to feel like you're kind of stuck or drawn into these readings in like an addictive nature, right? So the goal is not to be mean when I deliver the messages. My goal is to just tell you kind of like the grounded, practical reality of what I'm seeing in the energies. So if I'm seeing like your person's totally in love with you, of course I'm going to deliver that message to you. But if I see other things happening in their energy that may be more difficult news for you to hear, I'm going to deliver that to you as well. All as a way to empower you to move in a way that you feel is best suited to you with regard to your situation. Also keep in mind though that these are general readings, so they're not going to resonate with everyone that views them. If you guys did want to book a personal reading, you can book one with me at empoweredgemstarot.com. I will have that linked in the description box below. But personal readings are a better way to get a more specific read on your own personal energy and situation. All right, so let's go ahead and select your reading. Today we are going to have a choice between 3 groups, and we're going to be doing a pick a card on top of our deck choices here. So for card 1, group 1, this is the card we have for you. Working with the Wheel of the Year Tarot here. Card 2, group 2. Working with the Tarot de la Nuit. And for card 3, group 3, working with the Witchcraft and Wizardry Tarot with this beautiful card here. So I want you guys to take a deep breath and think about your person and what you need to know about their energy toward you at this time. Go ahead and select the card that you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, you can find the timestamp, which will take you to your selected reading in the description box down below. See you there. Hey group 1, and welcome to your reading. So today we're looking into your person's feelings toward you, Blunt AF. If you guys are curious to understand why I title the reading Blunt AF, go back and listen to the disclaimers section of the intro. But keep in mind, before we get into this energy, this is a general reading for the collective, which means that the messages are not going to be for everybody. They're not going to resonate for everybody. So as a best practice, if anything that I'm saying feels confusing or just doesn't feel like it fits for your situation, that's usually a clue that it's not your message. So simply just release that and let it go. All right, so you guys selected this card right here, which is super beautiful. Let's take a look to see where your person currently stands with regard to this connection. And we have the energy of twin flames here. So there could be some mirroring energy going on between you and them. Spirit, for group 1, where does their person currently stand energetically with regard to this connection? Okay, I'm already kind of getting like a little bit of an anxious feeling in the pit of my stomach from your person. Just a slight subtle discomfort here. So you guys may have triggered this person, maybe specifically triggered them with regard to their confidence. We have surrender. Where do they stand? And we have offer. Okay. We also have big dreams at the bottom of the deck. It did fly out in the reverse here, or show up in the reverse here. So this is kind of telling me like maybe there's something about this person's energy right now where like they could be focusing in on other goals outside of this connection, things that are bigger than this right now. Not to say that this connection is not important to them, but it just seems like they have kind of like maybe been thinking a lot about the bigger picture in their life, their bigger goals, bigger achievements, and things that they want to accomplish here. Maybe some of you guys kind of awaken that for them with exchanging energy. So we've got the offer, and then we have surrender. They actually came out like in this order. So where do they stand? I feel like this person is very like, I'm hearing push and pull. Like there's this desire to come toward you, but there's also this energy of feeling like they need to wait. Like it's not the right time. I definitely feel like you guys ignited something for this person, you know, so whether you kind of push them to reflect more on their goals in life, or maybe just push them to look at the bigger picture. Like there's something about exchanging energy with you that I feel this person was very inspired by you. Right now, where they stand is I do think this person wants to maybe offer something, but I feel like right now they're kind of in a place of inaction versus action potentially. We're going to see when we take a look at the cards, but when I see surrender, it's almost like they feel like they're going to let the universe take care of it. You know, that's usually what that means. It's like this person has released this and let it go, and they're just going to kind of let be what will be at this time. It could even be too that this person, like, they want to maybe like potentially just give it a little time to reflect before they come forward. As I'm parting the deck, I'm seeing the Five of Swords. So this person could be kind of self-sabotaging in their thoughts right now, potentially. Let's see. We're going to do a little bit of a different spread for this reading today, guys. I always do it the same way, and I was just kind of feeling called to switch it up. So how does Pile 1's person truly feel about them, please, Spirit? Blente F. How do they feel about my Group 1 viewers? They're being honest about their feelings. Right, so we have a Three of Wands coming out. We have a King of Swords coming through as well. Very logical energy here. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. Nine of Swords reverse at the bottom of the deck. All right, guys, so just starting off here with these energies, how do they feel about you? Well, I do think that whatever this person has been worried about with regard to this connection, I think they're starting to feel less worried. And I think this is where maybe part of what they're releasing with regard to this connection with the Nine of Swords in reverse. So I definitely see some indications here that you guys may not be on the same page right now, or they may not be feeling like you're on the same page right now, but it's almost like they've accepted that. And they're no longer letting it worry them. I see them being much more in control of their thoughts here with this King of Swords. I do want to say that I think this person really, like, they feel that you're very beautiful. You stand out to them. They see your energy as being very bold, I'm hearing, very confident. Remember how I was kind of channeling at the beginning that they don't feel as confident? That could be what you kind of inspired them to reflect on here, is their sense of confidence, their power. But they see you as being very confident, and you stand out in a positive way to this person. They could be very attracted to you physically as well. But here's what I see with their feelings, you guys. I do think on the one hand, this person with the Three of Swords, I do think that they might be missing you, or kind of like visualizing what it could look like in the future if you guys were to come together. But I think, going back to this card here, that this person right now is a little bit more focused in on the bigger picture in their life. And I see them with this King of Swords being like very strategic about like wanting to plan ahead for their future. This person right now has very much like detached from their feelings around this situation. They're looking at this through a much more kind of cold, logical, and strategic lens. And I think that they are kind of reflecting on like whether or not this connection is something that fits into the big picture of their life that they've envisioned. I'm also seeing compromise here, which tells me that from this person's perspective, they feel like the two of you are not really on the same page. Like both of you would have to kind of give something up in order to kind of meet in the middle right now, right? Which we're going to get to that in a moment. And this person, we have the energy of settling. So there's something about the current circumstances within this situation which make them feel like they would be settling. It could be that their own energy needs work and they don't want to bring their like worst selves to you. It could be just the circumstances at hand, you know, that they feel like they would be giving something up and settling, maybe giving something up with regard to their dreams with this situation. We also have pause here as well, which makes sense with surrender. So I feel like right now this person has arrived at the conclusion with the Two of Pentacles in reverse that maybe this connection is not something that they have like the space for. This person seems like they have a lot on their plate. This person seems like they're juggling multiple competing priorities. And I feel like at this particular moment in time, they don't feel like this connection really fits into everything they've got going on in their life. I'm also seeing here children in this card. I feel like this person might have children that are on their mind right now as well. That could be part of like what it is that is preventing you guys from coming together. But they definitely are recognizing that you guys with the Two of Cups in reverse are just like not really on the same page. You know, a compromise would need to be made in order to bring this together. And I don't know if this person is really in a place where they want to compromise. Because with that King of Swords, they're just very logical and strategic, and I don't know why, but I just feel like they're more focused on themselves right now and everything they have going on versus this specific partnership. Okay, let's see. How does this person truly feel, Spirit, about group one? We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So there's kind of like that push and pull, but then we have retreat. I do feel like this person has pulled back their energy from you guys quite a bit. You know, so it's interesting, right? Twin flames, you know, if you learn about the twin flame journey, it's not something that I specifically ascribe to, but I know that there are people out there that are really interested in that and they are on that journey and that path. And a lot of the twin flame journey can be that push and pull dynamic where we're on again, we're off again. Someone is triggered and then they run away so that they can kind of ascend. And in my experience with twin flames, you guys, I want to tell you about this because I feel like this is kind of what's happening with this person. Sometimes a twin flame is simply someone who shows us a reflection of ourselves so that we're able to kind of like, it's almost like you get triggered and then you see, oh, I got to work on this within myself. And then that separation does happen. So I do think that there's something about you where exchanging energy with this person has woken them up to the things that they need to focus on within themselves and within their life. And I think at this time, they have pulled back their energy. At this time, they are working more on self than they are wanting to kind of come together with you to get this connection back on track. Okay. So let's continue. How does this person truly feel, Spirit, about my group one viewers? How do they truly feel, please, Spirit? We have liking photos. That makes sense with Three of Wands. We have social media. We have narcissist energy at the bottom of the deck. So this person could be feeling very drained right now. The other thing that I feel is that this person again, it's just kind of echoing what I'm feeling about them moving kind of in a more self-serving direction at this time. Now, this word, I mean, this energy can be on a gradient. Maybe some of you guys feel that this person is a narcissist based off your experience with them. They could very well be, but we all do have some narcissistic traits, right? So the way I'm reading this is, because I can't diagnose anyone here, the way I feel about it is like this person is more self-focused at this time. So they could be kind of like keeping an eye on you on social media, liking your photos when they miss you, or looking at your social media whenever they miss you. Let's see. It definitely is like giving me the vibe continually that you guys are just kind of disconnected from this person, or you're not really in a space of consistent communication, because social media to me is making me feel like there is like energetic distance here. Like this is the main way that you interact with this person, or the main way that they interact with you. It may not literally be social media. Like it could be like texting, or, you know, maybe if some of you guys work with this person, it could be like a chat space at work, or some form of social media from in the workplace. Like the point is like it's very surface level right now. It's not in-depth like communication where we're building that emotional connection and harmony together, okay? So let's see how they are looking at this status of this connection at this time for group one. Look, as I'm shuffling the deck, we're getting distant, which makes a lot of sense. We'll see if it comes back through. How does this person view the status of this connection at this time, please, Spirit? Okay, we've got boot up. There's that chemistry energy coming through again. And we have ready for commitment. Okay. Then we have situationship here at the bottom of the deck. This can get confusing. Ask yourself, where is this going and what do you want? I do feel like this person may be asking themselves that question right now, because I see a lot of conflict in their energy with regard to what it is that they want and how that's going to be really fitting into the bigger picture of things. So let's see. I feel like you and this person, you know, they definitely feel like there's chemistry in this connection, right? Like this person may want like boyfriend, girlfriend benefits without fully committing yet. Or maybe that's been kind of the status quo of this relationship up until this point, or maybe it's been like hooking up or like cuffing season activities, you know, without the title. But I feel like with this Two of Pentacles being here, that this person doesn't really have a lot of time to dedicate more than that, or hasn't up until this point. And so maybe this type of interaction has felt like easier for them to balance and carve out time for in their life. I feel like especially if this person has children and they're like trying to figure out how to balance like children with other things, other priorities, it could just be like you see them every once in a while for this type of energy exchange. What I feel though with this Two of Cups in reverse is this, you and this person are not like on the same page in terms of what you guys want out of the situation, right? Because and I think this person too has some inner conflict around this, because remember at the beginning, we kind of had that polarity of, okay, like I'm going to lean back with pile one and I'm just going to kind of wait and see how things go, where the universe takes it. But then we also have this desire to like maybe come forward in a certain sense. And I see that conflict here as well, where we've got kind of this casual energy that they're in toward you, but then also sometimes this desire to maybe like try to commit and get on the same page and take things to the next level. So how they feel, group one, is they see that there's a disconnect, a disharmony between you guys at this time. They do feel that you guys are not necessarily on the same page. I do think that this person has like a desire to come forward and reconnect with you, but I also don't see them putting in a ton of intentional effort to like do that. They're sort of in that surrender mode. And I think with that Two of Cups in reverse, the disharmony and the disconnect is coming from like you guys are not on the same page about commitment and what you both want. And I think this person is mixed up about if that's what they want too, because they seem like they just have a lot on their plate right now and they may feel that they don't have time for a relationship. I do kind of wonder with this King of Swords and social media if this person is like watching you on social media to sort of plan a re-entrance into your life, you know? So I would be looking out for that as well. But let's see. We're going to get some message cards from them, and then we'll close it out with some advice for you. Okay, Spirit, what does this person want to say to my Group 1 viewers about their feelings at this time? Telepathy. You're never far from my mind. So they're always thinking about you, which makes sense. They're definitely staying connected to your energy through social media or just online activity. Okay, we have words. Our conversations still linger in my mind. We have craving. The thought of you still does things to me. So there's definitely a lot of that chemistry, that physical attraction that they hold for you. We have irreplaceable. I keep comparing others to you, and maybe that's the issue here. Like, I think that this person just doesn't know what they want, and I think that they've probably been out there exploring like other connections or connecting with different people, but they always come back to you, and maybe they're kind of feeling like they should have committed to you because the grass wasn't necessarily greener on the other side. But I still feel like this very indecisive energy with that from them. Like they compare others to you, but they still don't want to commit fully. We also have behavior here. Please don't take what happened personally. It's not you, it's me. So this is about them, you guys, which makes a lot of sense with that energy. You know, they're just moving in more of a self-serving place. I just feel that this person is kind of lost right now and doesn't really know themselves or know what they want. So we're going to close out this reading, Group number 1, with just some guidance for you, my viewer. What does Spirit want to highlight for you with regard to your own energy with this connection? Messages for my Group 1 viewer, please, Spirit. What should they know about this connection? Okay, we've got fierce. I have the spirit of a warrior and will rely upon this energy to get through any challenges that I may face. We also have bitterness. I do not engage in gossip about others, as to do so only breeds negativity. Do unto others what you would have done unto you. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have liberation. As I heal, I am setting us free. So I think Spirit is saying, like, with this person, you have what you need to get through this situation. You have the spirit of a warrior, right? This probably has felt like a very challenging dynamic for the both of you, but I think what Spirit is reminding you of is the power that you hold with regard to this situation. And I'm not sure if there's been something going on between you and this person where you've been talking about them, or you've been kind of, the way the card is written is very negative. It could just be that you guys are kind of venting a lot about this situation to other people. But I feel like what Spirit is saying is that, like, you continuing to like talk about it all the time or invest your energy, expend your energy to it, is only like bringing you down in a sense, right? And I think Spirit is saying like that they would like for you to let go of all of that stuff because it's bringing you down. Yeah, Spirit wants you to set yourself free from the pain of the situation, from the frustration behind the situation. This person has kind of done that, you guys. Like, I see that in their energy where they're just kind of surrendering. They're no longer overthinking it anymore. You know, they've dropped the situation with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And so I think Spirit is asking you with that twin flame energy to kind of mirror that. And I think Spirit is saying that you're going to be very surprised by how much better you're going to feel if you're able to just kind of cut the cord and set the situation free. So this is what I see, Group 1. Comment below if this reading did resonate with you. I would love to hear a little bit about what's been going on with you and this person. And please do consider subscribing to the channel if you want to continue to support my work. I'd recommend turning on bell notifications so you know whenever I upload new content or post updates to the channel or updates about the business. All right, I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hey, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be looking into how your person feels about you, blunt AF. And as we get into this reading, keep in mind it's a general reading, so the messages may not be for everybody, okay? They may not resonate with everybody, rather. So if anything feels confusing or it just doesn't feel like it fits your situation, that's usually a sign that it's not your message, okay? That being said, let's jump into your person. So I want to start by taking a look at where your person stands energetically with regard to this connection, and then we'll kind of deep dive into the tarot here. All right, so we've got criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Okay? Where does this person stand, please, Spirit? Where does Pile 2's person stand with regard to their feelings for Group 2? Seems like from this person's perspective, there's been some maybe arguing or nitpicking or just not really being on the same page. Let's see. Where do they stand, Spirit? We have admired. Where does this person currently stand with regard to this connection? We have metamorphosis. We do also have this energy of commitment coming through at the bottom of the deck and patience here. So, you know, regardless of whatever arguments or criticisms or challenges that you've been facing with this person, I do kind of feel like they respect you. I kind of was feeling when I saw this card that this person maybe put you guys up on a pedestal a little bit. You definitely really stand out to them. And we have a lot of this energy of change here because we've got butterflies with metamorphosis. We've got butterflies all around this dancer here. So they're acknowledging that there's an energy of shifting or changing, whether it be with them or you specifically. It's kind of making me feel like you, my viewer, have changed. And maybe that's where some of the disharmony has come in. Like, I don't know. I feel like from your person's perspective, a lot of you guys have had some sort of a glow up or maybe something about your appearance that's changed. But let's see. Let's get into the tarot. We're going to do a little bit of a different spread for this reading than I've done in the past. So let's see. Okay, Spirit, tell us a little bit about how a Group 2's person feels about them. What are their true feelings toward my Group 2 viewers, please, Spirit, giving us the clarity that we need. We have Judgment in reverse. Ooh. We have the Page of Wands. The Knight of Cups. How do they feel, Spirit? The Five of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. Okay. I'm going to pull one more oracle card and then we'll jump into this energy. How does pile two's person truly feel about them at this time, please, Spirit? We have free yourself. Wow. Okay. Soulmate energy at the bottom of the deck. So I definitely feel like there is a lot of kind of One thing that I was kind of noticing in this card is turquoise, the color turquoise here. And this is kind of making me feel like this person is maybe in a space where they feel like they need protection, or they feel like a little bit vulnerable, or it's just interesting with freeing yourself, because it's kind of making me feel like this person is coming into a place where they want to be more empowered in their life, their love life, and maybe even as it pertains to this connection. It's really interesting that we have the Judgment card here, because this in reverse can sometimes talk about like being judgmental, which makes sense with this criticism energy. But it can also sometimes talk about when we've made a judgment call about something and we've decided we want to move in a particular path. And a lot of times when we see the Judgment card in reverse, this is when someone's decided that they don't want a second chance, or they don't want to move forward. But we have a lot of indication here from this person that they're excited about you. They have feelings for you. The Page of Wands. This person, you guys, may be kind of like impulsively reconnecting with you or coming back around to you without fully thinking about the big picture. Okay. It's possible too that this person has been like, maybe you guys haven't been communicating, or maybe things have been kind of distant or disconnected because of whatever this like picky criticism energy is. Maybe this person has been kind of sitting in that energy for a while, and they've decided, no, I'm going to start to take some action here. Take control of things again. So we have the Page of Wands, which definitely tells me this person is excited about you. Maybe they've been kind of impulsively reaching out or coming back around through like texting or like social media communication, something along those lines. But I don't think that they've necessarily fully thought it through all the way. They're just kind of going with it, going with the impulse, because again, they do really admire you. And I continue to feel like there's been some big change that's happened here with not only you and the way they see you, but also this person and what they've been going through in their life. It's possible too, I'm also getting another message for some of you guys, that this person, maybe they just got out of something else. And that's kind of what this Judgment is speaking to, where like they're freeing themselves from that situation so that they can be more free to come towards you. This person with the Knight of Cups, they definitely seem to have romantic interest in you. I think that this person is wanting to come forward with the Page of Wands and the Knight of Cups, and they want to maybe like express, like maybe take you on a date or express how they feel. I think this person also feels like you, my viewer, are just like a really sweet, kind, loving person. This person with the Four of Wands, I think that they definitely feel like they are at home with you. They feel very comfortable around you. But we have this energy of the Five of Swords coming up as well, where it's like there's a lot of maybe playing games or a lack of trust or faith in the situation, self-sabotaging energy coming through as well. Let's get a little more info here. How do they feel, Spirit, about my group 2 viewers? Reconciliation, you see? have nice person. Yeah, that makes sense with that Knight of Cups. They definitely think you're a nice person. How do they feel? We also have flirting. Yeah. Okay. That's what's up. We have forced relationship here. I don't know. I kind of feel like this person just got out of something. Maybe that's the change. Like they just kind of got out of something where they were in this like out of obligation or because they thought that they had to be there. It's possible too that this is the undertone of this connection, you know, prior to whatever separation you guys have had or whatever it was in the past. But I definitely see this person wanting to take kind of like a lighthearted approach to things right now and just kind of, you know, with forced relationship here, I think going with the flow, right? Like this person kind of just wants to go with the flow with the Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, flirt, keep it light to start and just kind of see where things go. How do they see the status of this connection, Spirit? What category are they putting this connection in? We have infatuation, attracted to all the things you do. We have walk away. You know what you want, you won't get it here. And then look at this, you guys. This is insane. We have temporary. The best way to get over the ex or the past is to entertain something new just for fun. You see, that's the vibe. That's what I was picking up on. This person, I think that they just got out of something, that they're now able to kind of be free to explore this connection. But I think that they are, and I do think that they're very into you. Like with the Knight of Cups, this person, I feel like they definitely want to take you on dates. They're very attracted to you with the Page of Wands. You excite them. You bring out a lot of excitement with this person. But there is kind of this energy of like uncertainty here for them around like committing, because a part of them is still like healing from this past situation. And yeah, look at this. Underneath of here, we have friends with sexual benefits. And then we have my shorty, which is kind of interesting because this is kind of that vibe of like getting along really well with someone, having that like chemistry with them, but nobody's like really claiming anyone. You know what I mean? So I think with that Five of Swords, that's kind of like this person self-sabotaging a little bit here, because even though they're really into you and they're really feeling this connection, it just ultimately, I think when it comes to actually like committing to something, they're not ready, and they're probably not being very forthcoming with you, because with the Knight of Cups and the Five of Swords, I feel like this person knows exactly what to say to kind of like play the game, right? Like they know exactly what to say to like attract you in, to kind of win you over, to get in your good graces, right? But ultimately they know that they don't want like a full-on commitment here. At least that's what I see in this energy so far. So it kind of makes sense with the Judgment in reverse, because it's just making me feel like this person doesn't really want to move this forward in like a major way, right? They think that you're really nice. They enjoy flirting with you. They're excited by you, attracted, right? Highly attracted with this infatuation card. But in terms of them wanting to actually like be committed to someone, I think that this person right now, they just are needing to kind of move through their own like personal transformation as like an individual at this time. Okay, so let's look and see what they would say. I'm going to pull some message cards next. Group 2. What does this person want to say? Look at this. As I'm shuffling, this caught my eye. Searching, I'm still trying to find myself. And that kind of makes sense with what I read in this person's energy. What would they say to Group 2 if they were being completely honest, Spirit? Oh, okay. Look at this. Yeah, you guys have been apart. Transformation, being apart has been life-changing for me. So you guys, they're kind of acknowledging the changes that they've made to themselves since you guys last saw each other. We also have Muse. You inspire me. That makes sense with the Page of Wands. Like, I think there's something about exchanging energy with you that this person feels like very like alive again. And maybe you guys share in some sort of creative hobby or interest, music maybe for some of you, that has inspired this person. Let's see. We have issues. My family and upbringing are a bigger factor than I realize. It's like I think that they're still closing out old chapters. It almost makes me feel like this person was married, right? Because that's kind of what we're seeing here, like an engagement or a commitment to someone that was very serious. And it seems like it was something that was very long term. It could be too that this person had children with this person, this third party energy, and maybe they were trying to kind of force things to work for that. But they're still kind of working through that stuff, which is what's making them kind of commitment adverse right now. Also, I just kind of think that this person, if they haven't been single for long, you know, if they're newly single, I think that they're just wanting to kind of be free to explore. We have clues. I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have heart. It's just telling me to do it. So, yeah. And then underneath of this, we've got contemplation. I need more time to figure things out. So it's like what their heart tells them to do is what I see as this Knight of Cups, Page of Wands. Like they're very attracted to you. They're infatuated. They want to come forward and communicate. But they're also recognizing here that they have a lot of other stuff on their plate right now that they need to be paying attention to. Things that are kind of preventing them from committing to this in like a meaningful long-term way. So this is kind of what I'm seeing, group 2. We're going to close out this message by getting a little advice card for you, my viewer, just to see what Spirit would like to say to you about this connection with regard to your own energy. So messages for group 2, please, Spirit. What do they need to know? We have soul cleanse. I embrace my emotions. Okay. We have awareness. I'm aligned with my purpose. And look at this. At the bottom of the deck, we have equality. If someone cannot reciprocate my same efforts, I do not continue to try harder. I take it as a sign that we may not be on the same path at this time. And that's kind of what I feel with this person, you guys. I think that this would probably be a really difficult situation because I see that there's a lot of chemistry and attraction with this person. And I also see that they know all the right things to say. I think part of it is genuine, but there's also a big part of this person they're playing games with you a little bit. They're not being totally vulnerable and honest about what they actually want, you know, with regard to their communication. It's just like their behavior is probably a little bit confusing. And so what Spirit is drawing your attention to is this energy of reciprocity, right? And really kind of checking in with yourself around how you're feeling with soul cleanse regarding the reciprocity in this connection. Are you giving more than this person? Do you care more than them? Do you both want the same things out of this connection? And if not, is that what's leading to this kind of unhappy kind of conflict energy between the both of you? But most importantly, I think what Spirit wants to highlight for you, my viewer, group 2, is that you are actually aligned. You're aligned with your purpose and you are aware of like the bigger picture here and the lesson with this person. So you are on the right path. And I think that Spirit also wants you to know to trust your intuition, because your intuition is spot on with regard to what you're picking up on with the dynamics with this person. So Yeah, it's like when I'm looking at this Four of Wands, I see this as you, my viewer, like the moon beaming down onto you. Like you guys are highly intuitive and you're connected to your emotion. And I feel like Spirit is saying, embrace those emotions and honor them to be true rather than potentially like second guessing yourself, because you are connected to Spirit. You're getting accurate messages from Spirit about this situation. So I think we're going to end the message here, group 2, but comment below, please, if you found this reading to be helpful, and especially if the reading resonated. I want to hear from you in the comments, so let me know what's been happening with your person. If you guys do want to continue to support my work, you can subscribe to the channel. I would recommend hitting the notification bell so that you will be updated when I post and release new content or updates for the channel or the business. And I do look forward to seeing you guys in the next one soon. Bye. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. So today we're looking into your person's feelings for you, blunt AF. As always, before we jump in, just want to share that this is a general reading. So the messages are not necessarily going to resonate for everybody that views this reading. As a best practice, if anything that I'm saying feels like it's confusing or that it doesn't really fit for your situation, don't try to force it to fit, because that's typically a sign that it's not your message, okay? So let's jump in to where this person stands. So this was your selected card. Definitely feels like there is a strong connection or desire for a higher level of intimacy. So we've got sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Okay, let's take a look at a couple of these. Where does pile 3's person stand with regard to this connection, please, Spirit? Where does this person stand with regard to their feelings for group 3? Soulmate, wow. So they feel a strong connection to you. We have awakening. Okay. So definitely an energy of like a very strong connection to you guys with the sacred union and the soulmate card. This person definitely feels that strength, that connection. And it's interesting because I feel like a part of this connection has sort of launched this person into an awakening. Maybe for some of you guys, this person, you and this person have kind of been connected in some capacity, but maybe not in this way, right? Maybe you kind of awakened something in them with regard to feelings for you, but they're just seeing something differently now. They're waking up to something that they weren't aware of before. So we're going to jump into the tarot because I want to see what this is specifically talking about here. It's almost giving me like a twin flame-ish kind of energy. All right, Spirit, how does group 3's person feel about them? What are their true feelings toward group 3? Eight of Swords in reverse. Page of Wands. Draco Malfoy there. We have the Ace of Cups and the Page of Swords. Wow. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. Ooh. I almost kind of feel like you guys have helped this person to step into their power in some way. You're helping them to realize how much power that they actually have. Because with the Eight of Swords being here as well, in reverse, this is kind of telling me that this person is in a place where they're letting go of stagnancy. They're letting go of self-sabotaging thoughts and beliefs, or this feeling of being stuck or helpless or not able to do something. You know, it's kind of like alleviating those mental blocks that kind of free us to act. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here with this person. Now, I do have to point out that we have the Devil energy here underneath of the King of Wands, and we also have the Five of Cups. So it's possible that this person has just gone through some sort of disappointment in their life, or they're grieving from something. There's been a loss that they've suffered. And maybe whatever this loss was has like put them into a little bit of a heavier place until that you guys have connected. Like what I'm getting from this card in this particular instance is codependency with the Devil, because if we think about this relationship between Voldemort and Nagini, that's kind of what it is, right? Like she is a Horcrux. She kind of carries a part of his soul within her. They can't really be separated because he has to keep an eye on her. So it could be that this person is still kind of navigating through healing from that energy. They may have a tendency, you guys, to latch on to you, or it's also possible that they may be kind of coming at this from that codependent space without really fully realizing it. Like, I just feel like they always have their eye on you, kind of. But a big part of what I'm seeing here feels like they're working away from this, because something about connecting with you has helped this person to awaken to their own power. And if we look at this card, this is like little baby Harry, like a young Harry who's getting his first wand. So it's like this person, even though this is the King of Wands and this person may be, advanced in age or whatever, it's almost like they're just stepping into this new experience of being this King of Wands, of having recognized their own power and realizing that they don't need to like rely on someone else or something else to kind of prop them up. Does that make sense? So let's continue. How does this person truly feel, Spirit, about my group 3 viewers? Ooh, goodness. And we're going to get to the tarot cards in just a moment. I didn't forget them. Oh, okay. I'm so excited, group 3. I hope that this reading doesn't turn toxic, okay? Because we have some really good energies coming through for you. So we have new love. This person is seeing you as an opportunity for new love, and we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So they're kind of seeing like you with the Ace of Cups, that there's like an opportunity here for new love. You have stirred their romantic feelings. And it's almost like I feel like you guys are the ones like giving them the power in a way. It's like maybe you gave them a sign that they can come forward, or you've somehow energetically put the ball into their court so that they can now act on it. So this person, I think, definitely is excited about this connection. I definitely think that they're physically attracted to you. I feel like if this person has not already, they're going to communicate with you. With the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords, I think it's going to be more like texting or social media chats, something like that, DMs. And it might hit you guys out of nowhere. You may not be expecting it fully. There's excitement here, but I think there's also some healthy skepticism as well because of what this person has been through. We have serious energy here. Okay. And also, I'm also noticing that we have Slytherin house represented in these two cards, Draco and then his dad, Lucius, who are both Slytherins. And so some of the common traits of the Slytherin house have to do with ambition and cunning and strategy, right? It's also can be kind of when we're more focused on self, which is not always a bad thing. Like, just depends on the situation and how you choose to look at it. I think that this person's skepticism might come from wanting to protect themselves after what they've been through. I definitely think they're going to have questions that they want to ask you, maybe to get to the bottom of things. It could have to do with beliefs. You know, like when I think of Slytherin house in Harry Potter, this is a house that has a lot of very strong beliefs and ideologies. Not saying that this person has problematic ideologies, but they may have strong core beliefs that they want to see if you guys align with, that they are going to want to ask you about. And I do think that this person is highly ambitious, maybe when it comes to this connection. So still feels kind of new for sure. Page of Wands, Page of Swords. Even this depiction of the King of Wands feels kind of new because Harry is depicted as a child here. So let's see, group 3, what else we can get about this person. How do they feel about you? How does this person truly feel, Spirit, about my group 3 viewers? Ooh, yes. This is what I want to see. Okay. How do they feel? Ooh, okay. Very interesting. Okay. So I feel like this person does want to ask you out on a real date. I do think they're a little intimidated by you for sure. We have situationship here at the bottom of the deck as well. So it could be that this person is still kind of figuring out what they want from the situation. But I do see with the proper date them wanting to take you out and ask questions to get to know you a little bit better. But they definitely are maybe a little intimidated by you because you seem like someone who's very strong and confident in yourself. And remember, this person is just kind of starting to step into their power again. They're just kind of starting to step into their confidence again, okay? So let's see. Tell us, Spirit, what's the status? How is this person viewing the status of this connection right now? Or what kind of category are they putting this connection in, please? What category is this person putting this connection in? Perfectly imperfect. Just for fun. Okay. All right. We do have emotionally immature at the bottom of the deck. So it says, this one makes impulsive decisions. It might be exciting, but it will be short-lived. I do see that impulsivity here with the Page of Wands, but we do have romance here. Your emotional needs will be met with this connection, and we do have ready for commitment, taking things to the next level. So the thing is, you guys, is I see a lot of this like youthful energy with this person. It doesn't have to mean that they're physically young in age, but it does mean that this is kind of like a new situation for them that they're navigating here. And they may not operate in the most like mature way right away, because I feel like they're still kind of learning their power at this time. This talking about impulsivity makes a lot of sense with the Page of Wands being here, because, oops, okay, I just dropped that on the floor. The Page of Wands is definitely an impulsive energy. Like someone's going to just, it's like it's like an energy of someone just texting you out of the blue and you're not expecting it, and them being like, oh, I want to take you out on a date and let's go do this or that. Maybe this person wants to take you boxing or something like that. Maybe that's what they want to do. I don't know. But I do feel like this person wants to have fun with you. I do feel like this person wants to just kind of enjoy getting to know you, which is, I think, why we have situationship here, because I don't think that they fully decided yet what they want out of it ultimately. I kind of see this as an energy of them just wanting to kind of take you out, see how you guys vibe, and just kind of see where things go. But they are looking at this connection as an opportunity for new love, and they are seeing it as an opportunity to kind of like do more with you, like ascend the connection to a different level than where it's at right now. So it is like a desire to move things forward. We also do have it is safe for you to love. So this person, I think with this Page of Swords, is definitely still mitigating through some trust issues and just feeling safe and vulnerable in connections. And this could also be why right now they're kind of choosing to keep it light versus put a lot of pressure on it. I do see desires for them to take you out on like actual dates though. Okay. We also have children here as well. So this person could have children. That makes a lot of sense with some of the childlike energy that I see here. It could be that they have children or other obligations outside of this connection. And we also do have pay attention to the red flags, which I think makes sense with this Page of Swords. I definitely think that this person is still learning to trust. And I do think that they would want to make sure before they decide what they want out of this connection, they will want to properly vet you. They may even want to properly vet your social media accounts, which would then allow them to open up to you a little bit more. You know, they just have like a little bit of a skeptical energy, but I think it's coming from past or previous heartbreak. Okay. So let's see, group 3. What would this person say to you about their feelings at this time? Yeah, it's like when I look at this card talking about sacred unions, like honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Like I definitely feel like this person does have like strong views and beliefs about relationships. I think that they're going to want to make sure that before they're committing to someone that they have properly vetted them to make sure that you guys align on your values and belief systems. Okay. We have afflicted. Our connection still affects me. Okay. We have incomplete. There are still so many, unsaid things between us. Understanding. You're the only person who truly gets me. Okay. Craving. The thought of you still does things to me. Okay. We also have appearances. I'm more affected than you know. So this is kind of interesting, you guys, because a lot of this energy feels like very heavy to me. You know, a lot of the message cards feel very heavy and deep. Almost like you guys have already been dealing with this person for a while. And maybe for some of you, it has been a situationship that's been in limbo for a little while as you're coming into this reading. Maybe this person is now realizing that they could see more with you from there. But for others of you, I do think this is like a newer connection. And some of these heavier cards could be referring to things a little bit differently. So I'm going to try to give interpretations of both here. So I think that this person, like, is definitely very affected by this connection or impacted by this connection. They've been triggered in some way. So whether you guys have been together with them before or this is something new, you guys have definitely triggered them. Remember I was getting that this kind of gave me like twin flame energy a little bit. Something about exchanging energy with you has woken this person up, triggered them a little bit. And with incomplete, right, for those of you that have like a history with this person, I do think that they are desiring to kind of come back around and clear the air between the both of you. Whereas for others of you, I think that this is kind of just talking about them wanting to get to know you a little bit better, right? There's so many unsaid things. Maybe there's like an elephant in the room or some sort of like sexual tension between you guys that this person would like to address. But yeah, I'm reading it as them wanting to talk to you more, clear the air more, regardless of the situation you're in with them. This person definitely feels like comfortable with you. And I think that's where this Ace of Cups is coming into play. Like they feel very seen by you. Like you see them, you understand them, you get them. And I feel like this is what has made this person kind of have those little butterflies for you, right? Like they see you as this new love opportunity now, because they're like, wow, like that felt really intense and maybe a little bit triggering, but they get me. You know, pile 3 gets me, and that feels really good. They are definitely highly, highly attracted to you as well, physically attracted to you. I typically don't get these types of messages in my readings, but I feel for some of you guys, like if you guys have not been intimate with this person yet, I almost feel like maybe they haven't been intimate in a while. So take that as it resonates, but I feel like they haven't been intimate in a while. And therefore, there could be like a lack of experienced vibes there for some of you, even though they have experience. But they are highly, highly attracted to you, which I see with the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords. I'm sorry, the Page of Wands and the King of Wands. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm getting for their energy, Group 3. We're going to end this reading by getting some message cards for you, my viewer, just to see what Spirit would like to say to you regarding your own energy as it pertains to this connection, okay? Let's take a look. We have red flags. Okay, that's interesting. I listen to my instincts when things seem off. What else? Farewell. I do not need another's apology in order to gain closure. I can heal all on my own when I'm ready to release them. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have stages. I celebrate myself in each stage of my life. Each phase is equally important for my soul development. Okay. You know, this is kind of interesting too that I'm seeing the vampire here, because that was the vibe that I was getting with the devil. So there could be a little bit of that energy between you and this person, of kind of that maybe potentially unhealthy dynamic of being too attached to one another or enmeshed with one another. All right, so listen, lots of different energies coming through here. So Spirit is wanting you to honor your intuition and, you know, if you are picking up on red flags from this person, if something about it seems a little off to you, Spirit is wanting you to honor that. And I think especially for some of you guys, if this is a person that you have a history with and you're circling back around to this situation, I feel like this especially pertains to you, because you're going to know the history of this person's behavior versus the energy we're picking up on now that's a little bit different. Now, when I'm looking at this energy, the red flags that I see are someone who might just be taking this very slow, or somebody who is maybe not taking it slow, but they're not 100% sure what they want out of it yet, right? And so they do want to take you out on dates and they want to do things with you, but it's like kind of a youthful energy, or it's like kind of in the new stages where they haven't fully defined what they want yet, which is a little bit of a red flag, you know, because it's always better, in my opinion, to be going on dates with someone who actually knows what they want versus someone who's still kind of figuring that out for their life, okay? So I say all that to say, Spirit would like you to trust your intuition when it comes to this person. And it's so interesting. You guys are definitely mirroring because they had this for their energy as well. Okay, so both of you guys, I think, are sort of attuned to things that could be a little off with this connection. When it comes to this connection, right, for some of you guys where you've decided that this is not the right fit, or you don't really want to re-engage with this person, I feel like Spirit is saying that closure is unnecessary for you to be able to move on, because a lot of times somebody's behavior with us is the closure that we need. The way they treat us tells us more sometimes than the words that come out of their mouth, because people can just say anything, but the way they act tells a bigger story, right? So I think what Spirit is trying to get across with this card is that you don't need them to verbally apologize, even though it would be nice if they did. You don't need them to come forward and tell you whatever it is from their perspective. You can decide when you're ready to let this person go, that you're just going to forgive them and move on, and that their behavior that they showed to you is the closure that you needed. And I think Spirit is also like wanting you to celebrate yourself for the lessons that you've learned so far and for how far that you've come. This person is definitely showing up as a soulmate connection, and Spirit is highlighting the fact that they were in your life for a reason, right? Something about this person and your connection to them. I think both of you guys were both able to like support each other's soul development here, because you guys definitely triggered something within them. And I feel like that was mirrored back to you very strongly with that twin flame-ish type of energy that I was getting. So there was something about this person, or the phase of life that this person was a part of, that was very important to your development as a person. And Spirit is celebrating you for that and asking you to be proud of yourself for how far you've come. So this is what I see for you, Group 3. If this reading did resonate with you, if you found it helpful, please comment below and let me know all about your interactions with this person. If you guys do want to support my work, please do subscribe to the channel. You can hit the notification bell so that you will receive updates on the channel, information about new videos that I post, information about my business and service offerings, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next reading. Bye.